Okay, so what I'd like to do is talk to you about the floral design competition for our students, the FFA members this year. So what we did was we came up with the idea of the theme being celebrate graduation because of the uniqueness of this year. And so each student was allowed to have a certain amount of flowers. They picked out their flowers. They took the flowers home and then they constructed a design, a centerpiece design that would fit on a banquet table. The parameters, and they were given a set of parameters. They then submitted their video for you guys to now view. And so what we're hoping is that you'll all have the opportunity to see the videos, and then when at the conclusion of watching all the videos, we'll have a vote to see the people's choice on whose whose centerpiece came out the best. So we hope you enjoy the work of the students. These kids have worked really hard all year to do this, and it's really beautiful to have a chance to celebrate your graduation this year. Thanks again, and thanks for watching.
Hi, my name is Hannah Foster, and this is my centerpiece arrangement for my graduation theme. I first started out by grabbing all of my greens, and then I cut them into small pieces, and kind of as I went, cut more pieces, and tried to fill out the base as much as possible. I used as big of pieces as possible to make it as full as I could, and I didn't try and cover all of the bottom. I left a few spaces so I could add flowers in later, and then I started with the top. On the top, I did the same thing. I didn't fill as many spots. I left a lot of holes, as you can see, but I tried to leave holes so I could put more flowers in later. And then I cut out some flowers. So I chose sunflowers as my main pieces because my favorite flowers. And then I grabbed more flowers and I kept cutting them into small pieces, and I kind of just stuck them into any places where I felt there was holes or that needed to be filled in more. And I didn't really have a symmetrical pattern. I kind of just put in as many as I could to try and make a decent looking arrangement. And then here's my materials list, where I used Oasis floral container, floral shears, flowers, and plastic for the sign. And here's my final product.
Hi, good morning. I'm Dalton Stone. I'm from the Charahoe FFA chapter. I actually just graduated this year, and I'm very excited to take part in this year's floral design competition. For my design, I collected a lot of ferns and grasses and wildflowers from my yard. And I did this because when I think of graduation, I think not only of summertime and all the green and the liveliness of summer, but also the big life-changing event. So I just graduated high school, so I'm thinking about leaving home and leaving my family. So I wanted to choose flowers from my yard because they remind me of my home, the place where I grew up. It's very sentimental to me, but the wildflowers really just bring out that summer lively feeling. So I'm going to start off with the greenery. I'm filming myself today, so I won't be able to get any in-process shots, but I will give updates as soon as I am done with this greenery. I just finished the base of the design, and even though I'm using a lot of green, I still wanted to get a good selection of textures with the grasses. I used a few different types. I also wanted to create a lot of layer and depth to the design. So even though I'm going for a very tall and more slender shape, which is why I also chose the very tall and thin vase to match, I still wanted to make it look as full and as layered as possible. So now I'm going to go in with the flowers. I just finished adding the flowers. I didn't use anything fancy. Like I said, it's all flowers that I collected from my yard. I wanted a good mix of colors and textures, just like with the greenery. And these are all flowers. Like I said, I didn't want to use anything commercial. I wanted to use more sentimental, more wild type flowers that just reminded me of summer and my family and growing up in my house. so this is the finished design.
Hello, my name is Ali Seaver and I am from the Narragansett FFA chapter. Today I have created a large one-sided centerpiece that incorporates baby's breath, daisies, sunflowers, hydrangeas, chrysanthemums, leatherleaf, gentle fern, and goldenrod flowers. I first started my design by lining the bottom of the oasis with leatherleaf pieces. From there, I used a mixture of baby's breath, goldenrod flowers, and daisies for the middle portion of the centerpiece. Then, I used chrysanthemum flowers, one on each corner of the front, and I used 2 sunflowers at the top and 3 hydrangea flowers, 2 on the sides and 1 in the middle of the sunflowers. I then finished off my centerpiece with some gentle fern behind the sunflowers and the hydrangeas, and a little congratulations sign, which is white and gold. The colors that I chose for my floral design are mostly yellow and blue and white, and I did this since the theme was graduation celebration, and my sister is a 2020 senior, so I decided to incorporate the colors of her chosen college into my floral design.